So if you're interested in this topic, the authors recently published this book, which I highly recommend. It greatly expands the research I'll focus on here. The key research question of Wood and Porter is whether and to what extent false or unsubstantiated beliefs, particularly about politics, can be corrected, particularly when they're in conflict with previous ideological commitments. Previous research was divided and inconclusive until a really influential study by Nihan and Riefler. They found that corrections frequently failed to reduce misperceptions among the targeted ideological group, and actually often increased the misperceptions where they double down and more strongly believe the misinformation, a phenomenon they dubbed the backfire effect. The study I'm presenting attempted to replicate and build on these findings. It was much more of a landmark study with over 10,000 subjects and 52 different issues of potential backfire. Nihan and Riefler only looked at 3 issues and found heterogeneous results with some backfire and some not. And so the 52 issues here were intended to much better map this variation, such as the impact of the ideological group and the impact of the issue that's being corrected. Because this issue is so multifaceted, I'm limited to a very partial description. So the subjects read fictitious newspaper articles containing real misstatements from politicians, and for each article, some subjects were randomly assigned to read a version of the article in which a corrective paragraph was embedded. All subjects were then asked to agree or disagree on a 5-point scale with the information provided by the correction. No backfire was observed for any issue among any ideological cohort, which is a lot more supported by the size of the sample compared to the past research. Among Liberals, 85% of issues saw a significant factual response to correction. Among moderates, 96% of issues, and Conservatives, 83% of issues. In Figure 4, we see the difference after corrective statement has been administered. A bigger difference between the dark and light band means more of a change in their position. One explanation for the difference may be that Nihan and Riefler's version had more facts, and so subjects were overwhelmed, causing them to fall back in their ideological position. Also, people usually avoid cognitive effort, and so the effort required to mentally develop counter-arguments against the correction just doesn't occur. The implications of these findings are really positive, because people do heed factual information even when such information challenges their ideological commitments, which is particularly important for how we try to teach people about social issues like abiding by COVID restrictions. More research can go into what circumstances increase the likelihood of accepting correct information and whether or not they actually retain this information. Thanks for listening.